this episode I'm making a very detailed cottage sort of thing. So I'm going to jump in right to what I'm doing. Here I'm using the Prop It Up mod to remove or decrease like the size of the plants around the structure. Now, I'm not 100% sure if you can remove the plants. I didn't see a remove option, or maybe everything just has to be replaced with something. If anyone knows, let me know. Maybe I just didn't see the option in the drop down, because that's literally the first time I've ever used the Prop It Up mod. It would be nice if there was an option to remove such things. I also did want to remove the hedges at the back, but the Prop It Up mod couldn't find that asset, so I just had to integrate it into the design. And I've added a gravel drive in front of the cottage, because that's a very, well, it reminds me of a very like English countryside or just English place. I mean, I've got a gravel drive outside my house, and a lot of places do. So I just thought it went quite nice. I mean, technically the asset isn't gravel. I think it's technically glass, like coloured glass, but it looks very much like gravel. And here I'm adding a lot of vines onto the building, a lot of creeping vines, to give it that like old sort of cottage feel, like it's been there for 100 or so years, and the vines have creeped up and grown over it, just to create that feel of what it's like. And I went with the garden. I sort of went with a very well kept garden, and the grass is very well kept, but the plants and stuff are more not really tropical, but there's a huge variety, because there's always a massive variety in like plants and stuff in, I suppose, well kept like British gardens or English gardens, or just there's like a massive variety of where people plant whatever they want, and it just tends to be the tropical ones look nice, I suppose. That's what I went for. And around the structure, well, around the house, I've put a stone wall. Now, this is literally the only like stone coloured wall on the workshop that I can find. It's very nice, but I would like some more variety in the stone wall. Maybe, I'm not really sure what to put around buildings. I mean, I guess I could put fences, but I just find them a bit boring. That's the main problem. I don't use them very much. They can look great, but I just wanted to do a bit of a different, because this is more of an old style like cottage. I'm not sure it would be 100 years old looking at the architecture, because I did want to find like a thatched roof cottage, but the only one on the asset, on the workshop even, was not amazing. It was a bit just older, didn't look great. So I went with this one, which is probably World War II era, like built around then. So here I am laying out the grass using these grass decals. Now, even though I love the sprites, like on the ground, the grass sprites or whatever they're called, they were annoying with this, because I wanted to remove them, but the only way I know how to remove them in an area is to use the surface painter, or use like a building to cover them, sort of thing, and it removes them. So what I had to do was add surface painter ruin texture, and then just add a couple layers of the decal, because if I just added one, it was all like, you could see that it ruined and the grass looked dead, and that wasn't the what I was going for. I'm just adding a lot of vines on the wall to give it a more old look. So it's been there for a while, so the vines have grown over it, and it looks a lot less plain than it would otherwise. And then I go around the gardens with as many plants as I can plop down, just to add like a nice buffer between the road and other buildings and the garden, because most people sort of do that. They sort of create a zone where they're more protected, I suppose, more sheltered from the outside world, with plants and trees, stuff like that. In the background of the time lapse, you may have noticed a farm in the background. That'll probably be the next video. It turned out semi-decent. Just have to see what it looks like in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.